Hello friends, my name is RageKingdom and today we are going to be pushing a little bit of campaign, just seeing what we can get to, because on our free-to-play account we got some really great champions to be putting into our trade districts, but we only have one of our trade districts. Now, I do recommend that you only push campaign when you need to push campaign, but right now I feel like I need to push campaign. And so we're going to be trying to get up to 16-5, and we are at 13-1. But I figured I could run a little test at the same time, and we got the dungeon descent over here. So I'm going to do 5 levels of the dungeon descent, and then I'm going to come back and see if the scaling has changed. I do like to bring a healer with me. I think that it really makes a difference, especially if you're avoiding all of those increased health items. So I think we're going to be going with this team here, and I think we're going to be organizing them this way here. We have done it. We made it to level 5, and we got no good deals here. I mean, the wedding rings are a good deal, but you ain't gonna catch me spending that because I need intimacy and I need summoning stones. So that's all I'm looking for from that young fellow. Now, since I'm gonna be coming back here anyway to do a test, I'm not gonna buy this because I'm hoping to get a better item from it. So we're just gonna check what power levels are looking like in the 6th floor, and then we're gonna push some campaign and compare. So we have 2,180,637, and I'm hoping that this locks in because that's a nice little trick for when you want to push campaign, but you don't want to do your whole dungeon descent just yet. Maybe I'm just doing this because I want to make my video. I don't want to sit around doing dungeon descent instead of making the old video. The last time I decided to push this campaign, I made it so that I was not going to change my team at all. Everything would be exactly identical so that we could do a solid test. I don't have to worry about that this time. So we're just going to be going to put people in the dirt. Let's just check out how much of a challenge this is for my team. I'm guessing not very much because female Fulgur, if you recall, on my free-to-play team is an absolute monster. So I reckon we ought to kick off a montage here. Rising up. Back in campaign, gotta hit 16-5. When my districts get unlocked, you will see that I'm gonna make my gold per minute high. It's the eye of the panda, it's the thrill of the fight, murdering lots of dudes just for money. And my gold will be awesome when I get it tonight, when I'm beating them all with the eye of the panda. Alright, I'm consistently losing on this fight here, or at least the fights previous have been quite a battle where I have to keep retrying and all of this good stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that, so I'm going to try to increase the strength of some of my champions, make it a little easier on us. We are on 15-something or other right now, so we're not doing terrible, but we are not currently winning, and this just goes to show you sometimes you just gotta try again. Sometimes you just gotta click the old button one more time, and it's going to win for you. Now, regardless of winning there, we are going to still pump up our champions. We're going to pump up the gems because we got exactly one whole chapter to get through. So I don't want to fight with it every single level for one whole chapter. You feel me, dog? Unfortunately, we do not have the materials to ascend a warrior right now. That ain't happening. Alright, without having to use any champions I didn't want to use, I am going to get an extra star on my male Tidestorm here, which is going to make him a big old boy. So we're pretty excited about that. He's not very high rarity though, so not the greatest, but what are you gonna do? Every little bit counts. I could potentially make a somewhat usable male Lionstone here, and that might actually be the thing that we need to do to cross the finish line, but we're not gonna do it yet. And I do want my boy to be max level, so we are gonna go into our bag here and use a little bit of this gold that we've been storing up. We do have quite a few of them. We're gonna pop our mythic equipments that we got from our Valley of Conquerors, and we did quite well in Valley of Conquerors. Alright. Alright, we got a male Tidestorm up here at 360. We got him with his new mythic piece of equipment, and we got a mythic weapon for her that we are about to upgrade. And I don't want to talk about the fact that she didn't have skill books or equipment on when I was using her just now. That happens to all of us, right? Right? Please? I'm not the only one, right? But I think that we're going to be doing a lot better now with, you know, having equipment and stuff. Now, this team was set up to have some sustain with it, but unfortunately, we don't really have the materials to upgrade back into that. So we're just a little bit stuck, but I bet we're going to be doing a whole heck of a lot better after the couple of changes that we've just made. Let's check out a battle, y'all. Sally Horn, how dare you? Well, look at that. They're all dying. It's almost like playing the game right is better than playing it wrong. Cool. Hopefully, we won't have to discuss this again until we're in chapter 16. And now we are ever so close. We made it all the way through chapter 15, and now we only need to hit 5 more levels. I think we can do it. I believe we can do it. Let's see how she rolls on 16-1. We got a little boop. We got a little bop. That was a very quick ult because he was taking a lot of damage, but we did get a great lightning ball from our female Fulgur because she is awesome and highly underrated. And if you keep seeing that power on my channel and you're not thinking I should try her out, well then you crazy. You just absolutely crazy, man. Especially with that male Naga just coming out with his amazing pull. I really want to try those together. Could we be onto something here? Could we finally do it? Please. Please, Lord. Sometimes you just gotta keep hitting that button, just keep switching them up, hitting the button. I did not think this was gonna be possible, and I was feeling a little depressed. But that was it, ladies and gentlemen. We got 16-5 under our belts on an account that probably does not deserve to be here. Feels like it's a little out of reach. But this is fantastic news. Now we go to district and we get harbor. Oh yeah. Boom. Absolutely humongous. And I'm tempted to skip this, and I think I'm going to skip this and just get the other one to level 5 right away because it's a lot cheaper and because I have better dudes to be putting in there. I think that's a smart plan, and we made it all the way. Nice. Now I will finish the other one to 10 just because it's so much closer. Although if the other one was already still a level 5, we'd be leveling up that harbor instead. You feel me, dog? Now the burning question in my heart. What's going on, Dungeon Descent? What's your scaling looking like, my friend? This is the very same dude with the very same number. So that is good stuff. That looks like the scaling stayed, but I'm gonna finish this floor and make it to the next floor and see if there's a big jump. All right, next floor, first fight. We got 2.4 million instead of 2.1 million. That jump leads me to believe that my scaling is all set already, so I don't really need to worry about the future levels. However, if that changes, I am going to mention it in my Discord and possibly in the next video. So if you don't want to miss either of those mentions, then you could subscribe or you could join my Discord, which is in the description below. I'm excited that we're already at 80k a minute on this account, considering that, you know, I haven't been able to play quite as much as I've wanted to since the website got started, but this puts us in a really good spot to start getting a lot more money because we already have our mythic Fulgurs and we're going to be pumping those out as much as we possibly can. I'm going to start ascending these people, and I also have my mythic Griffins, so these ones are going to be made to be the best they can be, and that's going to help us progress as we enter the mid game, which is about where we're at this point, I would say. Still putting all of our diamonds for the most part directly into intimacy so that we can our Doombringers and our Luxuriants online. I think I'm going to go Luxuriant first just because they give you more money in the district. By far, they are the best ones in the district that you can get. So hey, hopefully this video ended up being a quicker one. That's what I was going for, although it took me like 3 times as long to edit as a normal video because I decided to do a stupid montage in the middle. I do hope that you enjoyed the video, and I want to thank you for watching. I have been RagePanda1, and I will see you in the next one.